Welcome to FUS Unitarian Society of Minneapolis, the birthplace of Congregational Humanism. We carry on that tradition of free thought today, dedicated to promoting a free search for truth, meaning, and justice. Our web address is fusunitarian.org. I'm David Breeden, Senior Minister. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to FUS Unitarian Society of Minneapolis on this Sunday, the 19th of May, 2024. This is Annual Meeting Sunday. FUS Unitarian Society is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations. Our programming is on-site live, online live, and on demand 24/7. I'm the Reverend Kelli Clement, and I am joined today by our fabulous tech team. Thank you for all you do, tech team. And up on the chancel by the stage with the Reverend Dr. David Breeden, the Reverend Dr. Jé Exodus Hooper, as well as some members of our incredibly talented FUS staff, with Finance Director Doug Rohde on piano, accordion, and djembe, Facilities Director Tim Rail and Media Content Coordinator Jacob Mullis on vocals, with an assist from online moderator Lena Hunt. A special note about another special event today. It is Doors Open. FUS is proud to participate for the first time in this celebration, this citywide celebration of architecture and place. So if you see some folks who are checking us out and looking in the corners and saying, ooh, please extend them our trademark friendly FUS welcome. 80 people here yesterday for Doors Open. Amazing. And that deserves a special shout out to our membership team and our membership coordinator, Suzanne Sehusen. We are delighted for those folks who are here in the room and those of you who are joining us online. Wherever you are, if you will turn to the person next to you and say, I am so happy you are here today. I'm so happy. You're here today. Welcome everyone to this place of love and justice, where we attempt to live up to humanity's highest ideals and highest hopes. As a humanist community, our highest value is relationship and the conversations that can change hearts, minds, and the world. Thank you for being with us today. So I'll just say that part of the secret sauce of FUS Unitarian Society is not just the fabulous staff, but the way we feel about each other. We really care about each other. We take time to get to know each other. We really enjoy each other. We make each other laugh and groan sometimes. We really are good friends. And, well, we're together through thick and thin.
Night and day. Right or wrong.
If you're ever in a jam, here I am.
If you're ever in a mess, SOS. If you ever feel so happy you land in jail, I'm your bail. It's friendship, friendship, just the perfect blendship.
When other friendships have been forgot,
ours will still be hot.
Dig, dig, dig.
If you're ever up a tree, phone to me.
If you're ever down a well, ring my bell.
If you ever lose your teeth when you're out to dine, borrow mine. That's friendship, friendship, just the perfect blendship.
If other friendships go up in smoke, ours will still be oak. A lot of chug, chug, chug.
If they ever black your eyes, put me wise.
If they ever cook your goose, turn me loose.
If they ever put a bullet through your brain, I'll complain. It's friendship, friendship, just the perfect blendship. When other friendships have been forget, ours will still be it.
La dig dig dig.
Lot of chug, chug, chug.
A la 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 la.
Remember,
There's nothing better than.
there's nothing better than, there's
Nothing better than friends.
All right. If you will please say with me the words of our fourth FUS aspiration as we light this chalice. We aspire to support one another's journey.
Toward me.
Well, wait. I got that wrong. Our fourth principle is a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. I guess I'm still just, wondering why I wasn't invited to this practice, but.
Just like we planned it.
Yeah.
So we've sung this song before, Love One Another. You'll first hear Tim come in with the part for the low voices, and he's going to sing that through a couple of times, so if that's your part, just pick it up. And then I'll come in with the melody line, and we'll just sing it through several times, and if anybody knows that top descant, throw it in.
Well.
Please stand as you're able, and we'll get a little marching beat going. So, all right.
Take it, Doug. Let us love, let us serve, let us honor one another. Yes, let us love.
Come on, voices.
Let us serve. Come on, man. Let us honor one another. Yes, let us love. Sing out.
One another.
Let us serve
one another.
Let us honor
one another.
one
Together,
another.
hand in
Yes,
hand.
let us love.
One another.
Let us serve
one another. Honor one another. That's how we understand we're marching. Love one another. Serve one another. Honor one another. Together, hand in hand. Love one another. Serve one another. Honor one another. That's how we understand. Love one another. Serve one another. Honor one another. That's how we understand. Love one another. Serve one another. Honor one another. Together, hand in hand. Please stay standing and join me in the words of our congregational covenant. Love is the spirit of this place, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Please be seated. First Unitarian Society is a congregational humanist community. We are here for each other. We are here for our neighbors, and we are here for our planet. And we seek to draw that circle as wide as we can. When we gather on Sundays, we take a few moments to reflect on the human experience, the joys, the sorrows, and the milestones. We do this so that we stay in touch with our own humanity and to remind ourselves of the value of a moment of stillness. Today, it feels appropriate on this annual meeting day to call in the memories of the ancestors of this place. The people who, for 144 years, the people who for 144 years had a vision of what the world could be, of how humans could find and express the best part of ourselves, could come together and do good without an appeal to a higher power. Not because we're better than, but because we found a truth that motivates us and pulls us forward. Without those ancestors, some who sat in other rooms, and many who sat in this room and built this place and built this congregation, we call them in today, their memories, their love, their guidance, their truth, as we continue the work of this congregation. Let's take a moment of silence to reflect on those in our world who work to comfort the suffering and who work for justice.
I think I need a roadie. So it's always a little tricky to just kind of, after a moment like that, bust into a solo accordion piece. But I'll try to make it as lyrical as possible. This is just a classic French accordion tune called Rue Lepic, and it's the name of a street at the bottom of Montmartre in Paris. And, you know, it's kind of trendy, little markets and stuff like that. But the first phrase of the vocal of this says something like, in the morning when the sun comes up, when the sun hits the fruits and the flowers in the market, then all the colors explode. And so I just thought it was kind of neat for this time of year, as we're kind of right on the cusp of spring versus summer.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to ask my friend Avi to join me. Avi, wherever you are, there you are. We are going to have a wisdom moment. We have not had one in a good while, but this is one of our moments in our service that allow for us to kind of explore what our youth and family are learning, engaging with, not only downstairs, but also in our kind of religious education, which we call now ethical explorers, also some of you know as E squared. It's perfect, right? The idea is that, this is the moment where we have to engage. So I'm excited because actually me and Avi are sharing a book. Last week, Avi grabbed this wonderful book called Pedagogy of the Oppressed.
Come on.
Yeah. Now, I just want to say that if I tell a explorer, hey, are you okay? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, you should have brought a book. They're like, yeah, I should have. They run to my office, okay? There's a lot of books in there if you haven't seen. And they grab this, and then come outside with joy and excitement. There's something unique that's happening in our building.
Yes.
Come on, that's what that says. It's something unique happening in our building. So let's pop a squat real fast. And so I'm not gonna be the professor. I'll avoid using my doctorate today. But what's up with pedagogy of the oppressed, if you don't mind? If I may, you can take it back.
I'm having a difficult time understanding the question, and as such, I'm not quite sure how to answer.
What did you gather from the text?
The book, I only was really able to get through the preface because it was relatively long and I didn't have very much time. But essentially what the book was talking about was about how, very specifically, I think it was illiterate people, when they learned to read, were able to take in more information and kind of understand more what was going on around them. And it talked about how people who were repressed in different situations may see it more so as the status quo and something that they cannot fight, and therefore they will not do anything about it.
So if you've never read Pablo Freire, this is actually one of the books that they give you when you are teaching, or if you go into a teacher's program, because it does deal with illiteracy as well. One of the things that I want to offer us, as you just pointed out so well, is that we all have various literacies in this room. We all engage with various ways of knowing. We all come to our humanism differently. And no matter the scope, there is a particular way that we have to engage our individual humanist experience, if you will, but also collectively in a congregation. Where we hope that, oppression does not lurk. But we live in a society where we all are not cut from the same cloth.
That's right.
Yeah.
So when we come, we have to find, I'm gonna give you one thing, and this will help you as you read this book further. The one thing is that if we're going to tackle illiteracy, we have to find and be patient with people's love language. Love draws us in.
That's it.
Love is a practice that requires patience.
Yes.
Love is something that we cannot boast about and we cannot get cocky with. We actually have to be patient with each other. And the first ingredient to tackling illiteracy is sitting with somebody, engaging with them fully in their patience so that they can actually feel seen, heard, and most of all, felt. In the words of Audre Lorde. I invite you to do that today as you are in this community. If you are online, do the same. Look at somebody on that online space and say, I love you, I'm glad you're here today. because that is what it took for you to get here and move past the oppressive devices in our society. Thank you, Odd.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're here, Jay.
Yeah, I'm just putting that there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. In his book, in 2007, Cosmopolitanism, Kwame Anthony, Appiah.
Appiah.
Okay, I was like, as an Appiah, asked how to take the human mind and heart, form over long millennia of living in local troops, and equip them with ideas and institutions that will allow us to live together as the global tribe we have become. Here says multiculturalism, a shapeshifter so often designates the disease, so often designates the disease it purports to cure. With some ambivalence, I have settled on cosmopolitanism. Its meaning is equally disputed, and celebrations of the cosmopolitan can suggest an unpleasant posture of superiority towards a punitive provincial.
That's it.
And by the way, Avi, next time you grab a book, you might want to grab Cosmopolitanism. It is pretty good. One of the major ethicists alive today. Maybe, though, the term cosmopolitanism can be rescued. It has certainly proved a survivor. Cosmopolitanism dates at least to the Cynics of the 4th century before the Common Era, who first coined the expression cosmopolites, citizens of the cosmos. A citizen belongs to a particular polis, a city, to which they owed their loyalty. The cosmos referred to the world, not in the sense of our planet, but in the sense of the universe. Talk of cosmopolitanism signaled a rejection of the conventional view that every civilized person belonged only to one community in this world of communities. The creed was taken up and elaborated by the Stoic philosophers beginning in the 3rd century before the Common Era, and part of its appeal, I think, has always been that the cosmopolitan's conviction of the oneness of humanity echoes even St. Paul's insistence that there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, ye are all one in Christ, which is one of our favorite Pentecostal stories of all, isn't it?
Appiah continues that cosmopolitanism underwrote some of the great moral achievements of the Enlightenment, including the 1789 Declaration of the Rights of Man and Immanuel Kant's work proposing a League of Nations. In 1788, German philosopher Christoph Martin Wieland wrote this characteristic expression of the ideal. Cosmopolitans regard all people of the earth as so many branches of a single family, and the universe as a state of which they, with innumerable other rational beings, are citizens, promoting together the general laws of nature, the perfection of the whole, while each in our own fashion is busy about our own well-being. Both, that's close quote, both the universal and the particular. So on this annual meeting day, on the cusp of transition, in the midst of hope, and perhaps not just a little bit of anxiety, we wonder what helps us build this sense of generative cosmopolitanism. What is it that gets us out of our entrenched individualism? I think, and invites us into a stronger sense of community. Not just this community, but what helps us feel more connected to the entire human family? And what are the dangers of an imbalance between a complete focus on the universal or a complete focus on the particular?
You mean I get to be myself, Kelly?
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
How could you?
All right, so I can come off script, y'all, because I was like, whoa, my mind. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna shift the atmosphere a bit. And we're gonna shift the atmosphere by moving our I to a we, by getting together and being an inclusive space. So we're gonna kind of get us into groups, if you will. Now, how is that possible? So if you're kind of like, how am I gonna make this happen? I want you to look at these beautiful columns. We have one there, one there, one there, one there. What I would like to do is, if you were in front of the column, I would like that group to commingle together. If you were in this column over here, then this in front, you will go ahead and do that. If you were in between the columns, y'all get to come together collectively. And if you are actually in the far back, y'all get to come together, and those individuals. So does that make sense? Can we get in those little clusters? Now, it's gonna be a big group, okay? And I know y'all got a lot of ideas, and I need us to be a little bit humanist friendly and share your ideas concisely as we answer some questions, okay? So no lectures today. But what I would like for you to do is thrive in this moment for more curiosity. We can ask you a question, which we will do, but at the same time, together you will map out your own question further to think deeply about this word, cosmopolitanism, and how it does impact our congregational and our mobilized experience in the world. So I want to offer you that. Please listen for the wisdom of your partners. You will have 10 minutes. Now y'all see why I said concise, right? This is not, even though it's the day of Pentecost for some friends, it is not Pentecost for us in our wisdom. 10 minutes. All right, collectively get together. Jacob, can I have those wonderful questions that we will be asking? What helps us escape our entrenched individualism and develop a stronger sense of community? That is number one. What helps us feel more connected to the entire human family? That's number two. And what are the dangers? Can everybody say dangers?
Danger.
All right, here we go. Stranger danger is okay here, but we're going to talk about it. What are the dangers of the imbalance between the universal and the particular? We can't flatten everybody out into what we want them to be. We got to see them as they are and they're becoming. Okay? So what are the dangers? And if you've been flattened, hopefully you can unflatten yourself today and put some air in yourself. All right, 10 minutes. Let's go.
Just
Groups.
say one other word. You're not trying to answer an essay here. These are prompts. These are just prompts. It's not about the right answer. It's about your curiosity and listening. Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'll set my timer, and I'll ring the bell when it comes up. We'll see what happens.
All right. Yeah, we will.
This is a good thing.
Yeah. We shall see.
See how we keep them right?
There you go.
Let me get that on top.
Are they escaping? They're leaving.
No, they're finding they're doing
All right.
instructions.
I love how they do it.
Look at that.
Well, look, I had to bring them to the room because I was like, we got to figure it otherwise.
Well, and we forgot them, but they even
Oh yeah, they're doing it.
they improvised.
Upstairs.
All right.
I just want to say, if you were upstairs on the balcony, thank y'all for already what you're doing. I love y'all. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Online community as well. Feel free to have a full chat.
I'm giving you a 2-minute warning or a 2-minute invitation to complete your thoughts. Back in. I'm calling us back in. You may want to resume your seats. And Jé, I see you upstairs with that microphone, so you're going to help us a little bit. We have a little time for responses, and we want to know if, not what your great idea was, but what did you hear from some of your conversation partners that resonated with you? What did you hear from your conversation partners that resonated with you? Jé's got the microphone, and you're gonna come around.
I'm gonna be moving and shake. Hi, everybody. I'm up here now. I know. I'm in the upper room. So I'm actually going to head down, and I'm going to be the mover and shaker and shapeshifter, if you will, in this space. And I want to offer us the opportunity. So I'm going to come down first, and then I'm going to come back up here. Don't y'all be ashamed to lift up your hands and let me know. But I'm going to do the best that I can to get to every group. I'm going to come down to this group over here in the front. I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Guess why we elected Jé to do this part?
It works very well with my ADHD.
Come on. Traveling music.
All right, what's coming up for everybody with our first question? Which was...
Or just any response that you have. We don't have to answer the questions
let's go
in
for
particular.
It. What came up for people? Anybody?
So much.
There's, I love it. The need to travel, the need to read, the need to listen, right? Did I hear that correctly?
We don't want to be in an echo chamber.
We don't want to be in an echo chamber, Erica. I hear you.
Yeah.
Welcoming new people into your home.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Welcoming new people into your home.
Welcoming new people into your home. So that means I get some food? Yes. Oh, here.
I am so thankful. I've been bleached like lots of Scandinavians, but this guy here is natural. He's not bleached.
Come on, today.
Thank you, Ray.
I love it. Better give me some Clorox analogies. What came up for this group?
Jay.
Oh, who am I missing? Oh! Come on. Pardon me, beloved. Thank you.
Well, one of our friends in our group did something really brave and really cool, and that she went out to a mosque, went to a Pentecostal church, and then the third one was a temple, right? Yeah. Actually was like with friends and went into those spaces to see how those communities pray, how they assemble, what their faith means to them, and what that assembly means to them, and was able to, you got to see some really cool stuff, and I imagine that was super helpful. And like, I was raised by a Christian and a Muslim, and so getting to see those different worlds is also a huge part of what makes me an empathetic person. Getting to see people in that space that is theirs, doing their work and praising their way, you know?
Yep.
Nice. Thank you.
That was delicious, yeah. That's what I call a cultural humanism, if you will. I have to invite that into this space, a cultural humanism. It is where we actually begin to use our ability to look at others within their values. That we, and what we have here is we get the chance to look at people's traditions, their faith, transform it into values and uplift them in a moment of hope and honor so that we can get the work done. Because that's what's important to us, getting the work done, right? And moving us there. So that's a really beautiful cultural humanist practice. And also, Kelli uplifted that word pluralism earlier.
Yes. I want to share a couple of things that have come in from online. Folks have said, seeking ways to engage meaningfully with people outside my immediate community. This impulse is what brought me to FUS in the first place. Another person says, being a musician, being in a collaborative band has always been a valuable way of finding balance between expressing individualism while always listening to and respecting the ideas of others. Yes.
Yep.
Someone says, if done without thought, there could be a loss of individualism, that we don't want to go all the way in one direction or all the way in the other. And a danger can be that we can ignore the differences in context and intersectionality, like second wave feminism versus third and fourth wave feminism, right? So how do we always continue to lift up intersectionality, which names both the particular and the universal? Please, up there.
Yes, I am back on the balcony. So I came up here because this group was the last group that I was with, and the conversation up here was very unique, and I will even say kind of scrumptious. So I just want to uplift two voices. This group actually particularly stated and identified that they actually come up here because they like to be alone.
All right.
Right? And that is a very powerful thing to ask people to engage when this is the space that they come to that allows for them to feel brave, right? And so to share in that, too, I did hear a few conversations around how the work in this place, in our congregational moment, is been growing because of the Love to Reads program. And that Love to Reads program has also given us the opportunity to engage with a lot of the work regarding how to serve those who do not have the ability to read or have access to literacy. That's one thing. One of the other questions that I thought was very cool and unique is that there was a question, a brave question around how do we look at or think about how many theists and non-theists come to our community and how they are in this space, and how do we create brave space for them?
How do we allow for them to flourish in a space that they probably need to feel more uplifted and enlightened, not only intellectually, but in some ways engaging our community enough where they feel a spiritual surge. And that's a very unique thing, right? So how do we do that? How do we make it that inclusive? And that was from the third question that was asked, because a lot of people were concerned about the dangers. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for engaging in this experiment. Please.
All right. As a conclusion, let me read a few words from the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Quote, "Do all the problems of the world distract you? Give yourself time to learn something new and good. Stop being whirled around. Shallow people tire themselves by doing, and yet have no goal toward which to direct their movements or their thoughts. Though experiencing the mind of another would not be a happy experience, perhaps, those who do not observe the movements of their own minds must of necessity be unhappy. Always keep in mind the nature of the universe and the nature of your own nature, and how the one relates to the other, and what being a part of the entire universe means to you. Remember that no one can stop you from doing and saying those things which are your part of the universe." End quote.
Yes, for all of us. We get a chance to sing. There is more love somewhere. Let's stand as we are able, and the lyrics will come up here. Thank you. Please be seated. Here comes Dara.
Okay, don't raise your hands and tell on yourself. But who is looking forward to ending this lovely day of being connected to the entire human family by going home to your non-human family? The peace of watching wildlife out the window, the love of a dog, the begrudging affection of a cat, perhaps. Well, today I'm here to represent the UU Animal Action Team. We're a group of, cheer, go for it. We're a group of animal lovers here at FUS who formed a chapter of the UU Animal Ministries. Now that's an international group that has the mission to empower individuals, chapters, and congregations to build justice and compassion for animals. UUAM supports over 30 chapters like ours with organizational support, national programming like films, speakers, and some of our recent online programs like Planning for Pollinators and an online blessing of the animal ceremony. Cool stuff. There are so many animals in need of greater measure of justice and compassion in our world, but the UU Animal Action Team is focusing our efforts on 2 projects this year. So first, we're planning educational programming in the fall for all ages on bats' important roles in our ecosystem. Did you enjoy beautiful weather this weekend without being drained dry by mosquitoes? Thank your local little brown bats. We'll also be putting on a workshop later where members will get to build their own bat houses. Oh, very cool. Okay. So second, and that's what I want to talk to you about today for our offering. We've been partnering with the North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center to support providing food and pet supplies to individuals who are low on funds, not low on love for their animal companions. I can't explain this work any better than the video message that we're about to see from Shannon Glenn.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shannon Glenn, and I'm here on behalf of my Pit Bulls family. Today, I want to talk to you about a cause close to our hearts, our North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center, our community pet clinics, and mobile outreach program. In North Minneapolis, many families struggle to provide essential care for their beloved pets. Our North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center offers crucial support from food and supplies to training and advice, pet food and supplies, all to make sure that pets can stay in their loving homes. Our community pet clinics provide affordable and accessible veterinary care, offering vaccinations, spay-neuter services, health checkups, and more. This helps keep pets healthy and prevents overpopulation, benefiting the entire community. Our mobile outreach program takes these services directly to the neighborhoods in need, reaching those who might otherwise be unable to access them. We bring hope and care to pets and their families, right where they live, but we can't do it alone. We need your help to continue this vital work. Your donations today will help stock our Pet Resource Center with essential supplies, fund our community pet clinics to offer low-cost medical care, support our mobile outreach so we can reach more pets in need. As the plate is passed around, please consider contributing generously. Your support will ensure that every pet in North Minneapolis and the surrounding areas receives the care and the love that they deserve from their people. Thank you for your compassion and generosity. Together, we can make a real difference.
Your donation today will help both our UU Animal Ministries chapter and the national organization continue their work on behalf of the non-human animals who share our world. Today's donations will also, of course, be shared with the North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center to support people on the north side in feeding their furry family members, so no one has to make difficult choices on who's going to have a full belly this week. So I want you to think about that and think about your own animals that you're looking forward to seeing as we pass around the plate, and of course, you can also use the donation QR code. Thank you, everybody.
Doug, can you give us just a little jingle while they're doing that? Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your generosity and the work that you do. We've got several announcements today, so I'm going to plow through these so we can keep going. So after assembly today, we hope you folks online will have a lovely lunch. Here in the building, we are going to go downstairs for our mini meal and have Grandpa's Great Goulash or beautiful black bean stew with cornbread dumplings. And thank you always to our kitchen team who takes such good care of us. Here are two news items. This week, yesterday in fact, there was a pretty complicated scam that many of us received emails, texts, and phone calls purporting to be from David asking for gift cards. This is a scam that many ministers across the country are plagued with. No one on this staff, on your staff here at FUS, will ever contact you asking for a gift card. And they certainly are not going to say, like this one said from David, "I've been doing church work and many blessings to you." That's a clue. That's a clue, right? But we have put it out there, and you won't ever get a word from us about that. So thank you for all of you who messaged us back and said that you had been contacted by this, but be aware of that. This morning at 5 a.m., the Minnesota House passed the Equal Rights Amendment. But it's still got to get through the Senate. So they are working in the Senate today. They're probably going to go a long time in the Senate, but after annual meeting, when you're charged up with the good feeling of democracy, take yourself to the Minnesota State Capitol and join the crowd that is working for this wonderful bill that we absolutely need, the Equal Rights Amendment. People are gathering. There's a lot of antis there, and so the pro folks really need help. So if you're so aligned, that would be a great thing to do. Okay. At noon today, we have our annual meeting from 12 to 1:30. All FUS members are invited and encouraged to attend our annual meeting after assembly. Board members and staff will report on the state of the congregation and offer the budget for the fiscal year 24-25. In addition, we will honor some of our amazing volunteers. So join in this important moment in our congregational life. And the folks online, have they been sent a link to join in congregational members? If you are online and you have not been sent a link, please email minister@firstunitarian.org and we'll get you a link if you are a congregational member. Always check the Friday email for updates and subscribe to our various social media channels. And with that, let's extinguish the chalice. Please join me with these words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. All these we carry in our hearts and in our minds until we are together again.
You can play the game, you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you.
But tell me how you gonna stand there with your broken heart, afraid of playing the fool.
One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice.
Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just
shower the people you love with love. you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Do as I say, yeah. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will.
Well, you can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known.
And what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone?
Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel? You can feel it beginning to ease.
I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you, oh, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Doug Rohde, everyone. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. We're gonna shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel.
Beautiful. Now we want all of you to join us in our closing words, which will be on the screen. Go out into the world, be fearless, ask questions, hold on to what is good, strengthen the weak, comfort the fearful, serve the suffering, do what makes you come alive, because as the great Howard Thurman said, the world needs more people who have come alive. Rejoice in the power of the human spirit. So may it be. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Well done. Thank y'all. Yeah, right.